Drake's fake. Drake's fake. Drake's fake.
Hey, what's good? Welcome to D Smith Let's Discuss. Welcome to today's session. Man, I seen this video by Toure. Shout out to Toure. The king of corny. The 7 biggest reasons why I hate Drake. And he come up with these reasons why does he hate old boy, right? Then I'm like, man, I don't like Drake or I hate Drake. So I had to figure out, do I hate Drake or I just don't like Drake? And I know a lot of smart YouTubers are gonna say, hey, you shouldn't hate the man. Shut up, be quiet. If you know anything about feelings, you should be able to identify your feelings. If you angry, you got to figure out, why are you angry? There's usually something underneath the anger, jealousy, indifferent, embarrassment. So you have to identify these emotions. So trying to ID my emotions, right? Why do I hate this man or don't like this man? Why? Oh, I have one reason. He is an actor trying to play a gang member. He is trying to be a thug when he is not like that. That is one reason. You know, gang members are trash. They destroy the community, and you want to identify with that? But the culture make it look, no, the culture don't make it look cool. Is individuals like this that make it look cool. Don't nobody want a girl to be a gang member. Well, you gotta go to this hood, that hood, that hood. Whatever, but let's watch this video from Toure and let's figure out, if you hate Drake, let's figure out why. I'm trying to figure out why I do not like this man. Let me see what he's talking about. Welcome to the session. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go.
I hate Drake like he stole something from my little sister and it's my life's work to get him back.
I hate Drake. Always have, always will.
I hate Drake like we're in a kung fu flick and he killed my master and it's now my life's mission to get revenge.
I cannot stand Aubrey Drake Graham. Like, if there is one person left on earth and it's me, there's gonna be a Drake hater left, because I'ma always hate him. I don't care if I'm 102 and got dementia. I'ma remember that I don't like these men.
I usually stay out of men's business. I simply do not care for it, right? I have my own things going on. But when people are dogpiling on Drake, it brings a sweetness to my body, okay? I actually feel like the sun came out so that we can shine our hatred on Drake.
Do you like teenage girls?
Oh, going from the most likable figure in the game to being one of the most... I hate that. I hate that.
What question now is, why do I hate Drake so damn much?
Why?
What is it about Drake that makes the hate gush out of me like blood in...
Why? That is the question. Let's go, Toure. Let me know. Why?
A Tarantino film. I gotta get to the bottom of this by the end of this video.
Come on, me and you.
Some ice rosé, but
You never seen someone ice rosé?
mm-hmm.
Well, talk to every jeweler in Miami that has fake diamonds.
Really, they do that?
Nobody got that joke.
I think that's the one thing that I would like maybe say is like, just makes me kind of be like just to think it's so wavy to be young. It's not that sick. Cause I'm like now, like I just left 35, right? And it's like,
You're getting up there.
well, all right. But
I just want to shout out to the single mothers and also the hard-working mothers. Not just the single mothers, but the hard-working mothers out there. Because of you, there's people like my friend Obbs over here, myself, and I think we've been raised pretty well. Sandra did a very good job. Point is this. All you moms that work your ass off, we love you and we appreciate you. And my boy Oz is about to say something as well to motivate the people watching.
What?
Yeah, you're gonna do it.
No, I was doing the TikTok dances.
Yeah, but you have to motivate the people. No, you have to motivate the. That's 2016. You did that with the Black Boy JB. That's the dab. God damn, man. Come on, catch up with the new shit.
I watched hours of videos, I did meditation, I thought deeply on what is going on inside me, what is making me hate Drake, and I think I came up with the answer. So this is the 7 biggest reasons why I hate Drake. When I think about what hip-hop means to me, what I love about hip-hop, I think about black swagger, street energy, countercultural vibes, and flow. I love flow. One of my favorite parts of hip-hop is listening to an MC become a drum within the track. The way an MC maneuvers through time and space within the beat, that's everything to me. If you got that nasty flow, I am down to listen to whatever you've got to say at least once. Everything I go to hip-hop for runs counter to what Drake is doing in his music. To me, he's like the anti-hip-hop rapper. In Drake's music, there is almost never a flow that is interesting. He never has me intrigued by his rhythmic relationship to the beat. And that's symbolic for me of how he's failing at the essential
I just don't like his music. I don't like his music. His music is trash. To me, I can't relate to that individual.
Elements of hip-hop. Drake is a product, and like malt liquor, that product has damaged hip-hop. We'll get to how Drake has damaged hip-hop, perhaps forever, but let me run down my 7 reasons why I hate Drake, culminating in number 1. Reason number 7, Drake is corny as fuck.
Drake is corny.
He's a corny guy. Jeez Louise, man. Drake's the type of guy that would say things to me.
Corniness means you are trying to fit in and impress people, but you're misaligned with the group or the subculture in some way, so your actions don't read as cool. Corniness is something some of us can see all over Drake. It's in his clothes. It's in his dancing. This is not a pointless critique. Recording artists spend a lot of time thinking about how they talk, how they walk, how they move, how they come across to the audience. All the little ways you move, all the ways you rock the clothes of your subculture. All of that communicates to the genre who you are, communicates to the audience whether or not they should like you, whether or not you're cool. When a recording artist like Drake is trying to present himself as cool and he comes across as corny, something is very wrong. I feel like he's often misaligned with hip-hop culture in the way that a foreign exchange student who comes to your high school might be. This is a major failing of one of the central jobs of being a rapper. You gotta be cool. I hate Drake's subversion of black cool because that shit is incredibly important. Black cool matters. It is at the heart of American popular culture. It is at the heart of African American cultures. Rappers are supposed to be the epitome of cool. They are meant to be effortlessly cool. They are the tip of the spear of what is cool in America. Their slang, their style, their dances, all this shit becomes national trends in America because people want to be like rappers because rappers are cool. But
don't nobody want to be like Drake. Name one person, I'll wait. Even his fans don't want to be like him.
Drake's corniness helps make him palatable for middle America, for white suburban Americans. It makes him seem cute and harmless and digestible for soccer moms. He is suburbanizing hip-hop. The semiotics of Drake's corniness, the awkward dancing, goofy catchphrases, the melodramatic lyrics, Drake's corniness symbolizes the neutering of the culture that I love.
To the rest of you, the non-believers, the underachievers, the tweet and deleters, you guys make me sick to my stomach, fam. Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? You guys, that's what I thought. No, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I'm going to play basketball at Drake's house, and then Drake was like holding the basketball, and he was dressed in like full NBA gear, like brand new Jordans, the high socks, the blue pants, like the blue top. I think he had a headband. And I found out later, Drake like films all the games, and he edits it and just has himself hitting threes.
Drake's lyrical bag feels like that one scene in that James Franco movie where they go to North Korea and they see like a beautiful grocery store.
Yep, guess no one's hungry here after all.
But later in the movie, upon further inspection, they find out it was all just like a cardboard cutout, you know, it was all in like 2D. So that's what lyrical Drake feels like. North Korea grocery store.
Number 6, Drake is the McDonald's of hip-hop.
It feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping.
Yes, he's the biggest selling rapper of all time. That's not a compliment.
I love this mall. Look at this place. I mean, look at this place. They have everything. Everything's here. They have everything here. Oh, this is great. This is a new Drake. You hear it? It's great. Buying and selling. Where's the message that I can use?
The music industry runs on payola. The charts are rigged, radio slots are purchased, Apple and Spotify playlist slots are purchased. Drake has lots of #1 songs, in part because the label paid a lot of money for them. Of course he has real spins and has inspired real purchases, but the industry has spent more money pushing Drake's songs in your face than pretty much any other artist. The label has successfully marketed a product called Drake. A product that they rightly believed would make hip-hop palatable for large white audiences. But ultimately, Drake is a product like a Big Mac or a Tesla or a pumpkin spice latte. My God, he's such a pumpkin spice latte.
Is pumpkin spice back on the menu?
In a genre that disdains pop and the mainstream, Drake is pop and mainstream.
Drake is pop to me.
Pop is his genre, like pop is Britney Spears' genre. That's the opposite of hip-hop as far as vibe. Hip-hop's about non-conformity. This nigga's whole point is making white-friendly hip-hop.
Damn white boy.
Like lactose-free milk, it's easier for some people to digest. He's not challenging in any political or aesthetic or sonic way. He's like a black guy who primarily hangs out with white guys, and they think they're hanging out with a black guy, and they are. But Drake symbolizes the gentrification of hip-hop. If hip-hop was a city, Drake would be that brightly lit, architecturally defined, new, cute, gentrified part of the city. It's got a Banana Republic and a Gap over there, and maybe a TGI Fridays or some shit. Probably got 2 Starbucks locations. Gotta get those pumpkin spice lattes.
Welcome to Starbucks. What can we get started for you today?
I don't want no gentrified hip-hop. What would that even be?
Best actor of all time. Yeah, he's been acting as a dope rapper for fucking 7. He's the best actor of all time.
Reason number 5. He doesn't really understand hip-hop. Hip-hop is a space with its own rules and codes, and if you know hip-hop, you know these rules and codes in your blood. This is not merely a genre of music. This is like a religion for some of us. But then you see a rapper drop a Tupac AI record, and you realize he lacks sufficient reverence and understanding of that God in this culture.
If you want to be successful, you want to be like Trump,
gimme, push, step, crush.
And saying Kendrick is rapping like he's trying to get the slaves freed is a deep misunderstanding of what hip-hop is really about. A lot of hip-hop has been rapping to try to free us from...
I don't believe that came out his mouth. Now, a real individual would know not to say that. Disrespectful. Right or wrong. Another reason why I don't like Drake is right there. You ain't for us. By us. You pretend.
White centrism, internalized racism, mass incarceration, police violence. If you're not rapping to try to get the slaves freed, what are you doing? Do you think that that's a bad thing? Is Drake not trying to free the slaves with his music? Really? Good to know. Yeah, that line is a permanent stain.
I think he's a bitch. That's a bitch move.
And the Control verse is a whole other problem. 2014, Big Sean's song Control, he invites Jay Electronica and Kendrick to come on. And Kendrick does a legendary, iconic verse. A generation rattling and perhaps generation defining verse. He says, I'm trying to murder all of you niggas. And he names everyone who matters in hip-hop. He's throwing down the gauntlet saying hip.
So, and another thing, Kendrick said everybody's name, right? Playful, competitive, whatever. To this day, old boy would not say Kendrick Lamar's name. Coward. If you gonna diss him, say his name. Be direct. I'm right or wrong.
Hip-hop is Kendrick versus everyone, and I got all y'all motherfuckers.
So when I went in and did the verse, I thought I was just having fun. and you know, these cats I know, and I'm, you know, caught out there, we having fun.
Right. You my comrades.
Yeah, so.
If he named you, he dissed you. But was it really a diss? If he named you, it meant that you were on his radar, so thus you were big enough to deserve to be dissed. If you weren't mentioned, then you weren't on his radar. That's the real diss.
It's niggas who's pissed off just because they wasn't mentioned.
Everyone in hip-hop understood the spirit of Kendrick's Control verse. He wasn't really dissing anyone. He was asserting his superiority as an MC.
The thing he says to me is like, yo, thank you so much for just, you know, for understanding and not taking the verse the wrong way.
Real recognize real. Real recognize real. Real recognize real.
I like that.
And I was like, I understand. Like, I listen to rap.
Right. It's the sport of hip hop.
It's the sport. It's the sport of hip hop. And I looked at it like, man, you know, he shouted out his peers. He shouted out his peers, and he was like, yo, you know, I want to take something from your fan base, Mac Miller's fan base. You know, I want to take all of that. When is that not the mission?
You can't really get mad at him because that's what every MC should be thinking. At least every MC who competitively raps. So, as an MC, you should already be thinking that, you know.
Yeah.
So, he only said what every other rapper's already thinking. The fact that he had the balls to say it, is what's incredible to me. I think it's a genius move what he did.
Everybody who was mentioned understood the spirit and vibe that Kendrick was coming with. Well, not everyone. Drake didn't get it.
It just wasn't real to me. It's like, I saw him.
What I just say, real recognize real. And, oh boy, you're not a real nigga. It is what it is. You're just not real. And that's why you took it the way you took it.
After that, and it was just like love. So it's like, was that real or was that just like for the people?
You're not a real nigga.
Sparring kind of sports.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, you know, then let it be real. Then, you know,
You're not real.
Harsh words, right? So it's like,
you should never ever talk about. You should never. This should never come out of Drake's mouth. I am a real nigga. He is a real nigga, because you can never recognize what a real nigga is. It's certain what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say certain morals, not morals, because that shit sounds crazy as hell. It's just you just know when you recognize, oh, that brother right there, keep it honest. Honesty. Tell them the truth all the time. Carrying yourself a certain way, never disrespecting anybody unless they disrespect you. You know the signs once you see, oh, that's a real brother right there. Admitting your own faults make somebody real. Admitting, yeah, I lost a battle, I took it on the chin. That makes you real, and oh boy, it's not real. I'm right or wrong.
You can't just say that and then see me and be like, yeah, man, what's up? Pretending like nothing ever happened. Like, that's not real. To me, that's not like the nature of battling. That verse had no malice behind it because I saw him 5 days later at the VMAs and it was all love. So it's like, he didn't come on there on some wild, like, yeah, I'm in New York, fuck everybody, don't look at me. Like, I'm the king. So it was, it was one of those things. It's like, I almost wish he had come in there on that shit because I kind of lost like a little respect for the sentiment of the verse. If it's really fuck everybody, then it needs to be fuck everybody. It just can't be halfway for the sake of the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, that's just how I feel.
He did not understand the gesture of the control verse because he does not truly, completely understand hip hop.
Is it the control verse that this whole Kendrick versus Drake situation?
Yeah, to my perspective, that's where it started.
Yeah.
Dot did the whole thing, and it's a competition thing.
Right.
Not a I hate you thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? We rapping, I'm trying to be better than everybody. You should be too.
Right.
So, a lot of people took it personal.
Why do you think that was missed, especially when we know this is a highly competitive environment?
That was all light-skinned niggas. Then with Drake, he doing interviews like he really upset about it, and like that kind of threw everybody for a loop. It's like, huh? Damn white boy.
Best actor of all time.
Number 4, he's a manosphere rapper.
What is the manosphere? An umbrella term used to describe content aimed at men, but it's always deeply misogynistic, racist, homophobic, and it's resulting in the alt-right radicalization of these young men.
All those young guys who are chronically online and kind of hate women and love Trump and love Andrew Tate and Jordan Peterson and all that shit, they love Drake. He speaks their fucking language. He did a whole interview with Aiden Ross. He's a big part of this manosphere industrial complex.
People like my friend Obbs over here and myself, and I think we did pretty well. Sandra did a very good job.
Let's be clear, Drake doesn't quote Jordan Peterson on his records, but can you not hear the male entitlement? Can you not hear the male victimhood? Can you not hear him blaming women for all his problems the way that the manosphere does? Plus, he's weirdly supportive of Tory Lanez. That's so manosphere.
That's how crazy it is that Drake posted a change.org link to free Tory Lanez. Drake, Aubrey Graham ain't post no damn link during the BLM movement when Canada was building pipelines through indigenous land. But nah, this motherfucker gonna talk about some change.org when his man's is locked up. But this one in jail longer than they been cool.
Number 3, he's got ghosts. Look, in hip-hop, either you write your own shit or you're not a serious MC. There's no in between. If you got ghostwriters working for you consistently, making reference tracks for you, you're not a serious MC. If somebody's writing out whole verses for you over and over and over, that's disqualifying. This ain't R&B. You can't sing other people's songs and get respect. This is the difference between an MC who's an artist and a rapper who's a product. Drake is a product of the machine. He's the industry's favorite rapper. So he's got ghosts and payola and strategic collabs features that help him connect with other brands. Sounds like a corporation using strategic partnerships and branded marketing to push their shiny product into the marketplace. Reason number 2. He does not say nigga correctly.
Nigga, I said nigga.
Embarrassing. It is the central word in hip hop. You have to be able to say it right. And Drake just does not. Kendrick wasn't the only one thinking this.
In the back of my head, way in the back of my head, I don't think I liked hearing Drake say the N-word. I didn't know that I had a problem with Drake saying that until I heard Kendrick say it. When he said it, I was like, yeah,
this is understandable. He's not African American. This word is a huge part of African American culture, and I feel like you have to have a connection to African American culture to really feel it and say it right. He's not American. He's black for sure. Black is an ethnicity. His father is black. He's black. African American is a culture, or at least the part of it that we're talking about here is the cultural part. That's not passed down genetically. African American culture is something you have to be in to experience. He grew up in a white suburb in Canada. It's not a diss to say he grew up outside the culture. It's just a fact. See, this is why it's pointless to bring J. Cole into the conversation, because it's not a racial thing. J. Cole is also biracial. That's not the problem.
I think the reason why J. Cole can lean more into his blackness than Drake is because it doesn't seem forced. It's not a facade. See, my father's side of the family is Canadian. Black Canadian men, like 100%, don't even act like how Drake acts. It's very different. This is coming from somebody who used to be a fan, but the Drake that we all know and love is just a character that Aubrey Graham created. Yes, he's very good at playing that role, but that man does not exist. Drake has adopted the persona of a black American man. If you pay attention, Drake creates his identity around all of the black American stereotypes.
The critiques about Drake aren't because he's biracial, and it's not even as simple as him being from Canada. I think we're all just speaking more about the lack of authenticity.
The best actor of all time.
The problem is not in him being white. It's in him doing white shit. For example, number one, the whitest thing that Drake has ever done.
Damn white boy.
Nothing shows how little respect he has for hip-hop. Nothing shows how incredibly selfish and self-centered he is like the lawsuit. The lawsuit is the whitest shit he has ever done, and nothing shows more clearly that on balance, his overall impact on hip-hop has been negative. Whatever positives you want to assert, they're all wrecked by Drake wrecking an entire critical part of hip-hop culture. So let me get this straight. Drake lost a fair fight, Kendrick beat the shit out of him in their battle, and his response was to call his lawyer and tell them, no, sue the label because this fight was...
Yeah, so... in America, we have a whole bunch of shit going on. That's like really going to the police. That is really like going to the police, blaming somebody for something they didn't even do just because they have a particular look, skin color, hair. He did it. When that man is innocent. That's what Drake is doing. That's why I hate that bitch ass nigga. 2, fake. So yeah, I hate Drake. I hate that nigga. Why you hate Drake? He ain't do nothing to you. Hate. Hey, man, for the hate people, shut up. Identify your feelings, cause we all have them. You just don't know how to identify them.
Rigged against me by my own label. What? This is the whitest thing Drake has ever done. He is suing his label over the results of a rap battle, and this suit is already having real implications on hip-hop. His suit will forevermore make it impossible for major labels to release songs where a specific person is being dissed, because now that leaves them open to litigation. So he's ending the way that we do battles. It doesn't really matter what happens in the actual suit. That's not the way that corporations and corporate lawyers work. They are risk averse. As soon as they see a potential problem, they're going to respond to that. So just the fact that someone could sue is enough for them to say, let's not leave ourselves open to that possibility. All the lawyers at the big labels are now aware that a diss song can lead to a lawsuit, so they'll all advise, just don't do it. It's not worth the risk. Major label diss records are over because of Drake. He killed an important part of hip-hop. I mean, you saw what happened to the Clips. They had a song that did not mention Drake, but just having Kendrick and Pusha, two people who had dissed Drake, who had battled Drake in recent years, together on a song, just the optics of that was too much, and the group got dropped from the label. The label said, look, you can change the verse or you can take Kendrick off of the verse. Pusha said, I ain't doing none of that. So they said, fine, get the fuck.
Pusha T, a real nigga, man. A real. Kendrick, Pusha T. Future. Real niggas. I'm gonna throw 21 Savage in there also. 21 Savage, I like, at least he keep it honest. At least he's standing by Drake bitch ass. I don't know why he is doing that, but I respect for that. But Drake is a bitch ass nigga.
Look out, the Clips got dropped because of the Drake lawsuit. Because the label would rather not do business with the Clips than risk another lawsuit from Drake. If they would do that to the Clips, they could do it to any act. Except for Taylor and The Weeknd, the ones who really make the money. I mean, it's Drake, Taylor, and The Weeknd who really make money for UMG. The rest of y'all are just lottery tickets who might bring in some money. Drake has changed hip-hop forever with this suit. And I hate him for that.
Yeah, that's a good video, man. Real good video. Yeah, let me know what you think. Do you hate Drake? Do you like Drake? I'm full of shit. I'm full of crap. But hey, welcome to the session. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out of here, man.